Pay attention. This is for you. It's no coincidence that you're here now, hearing these words. Something is moving in your life, something you might not see clearly, but can feel. You know what I'm talking about. That emptiness, that doubt that insists on appearing when you think about love. That feeling that something is missing. It's not imagination. It's real. And that's exactly what we need to talk about. Your love life is about to change. No, I'm not saying this to convince you or to sound nice. I'm saying it because it's true, and you need to hear it in a way that makes sense. It doesn't matter how much it hurt before, how many times you thought you couldn't go on. What's coming is different. It's something that will turn everything upside down, but in the best sense. But you need to be willing to see it. Things won't fall from the sky. You already know that. But it won't be like it was before either, because this time you won't accept crumbs. You won't pretend everything is fine when it's not. You know you deserve more, and what's coming is exactly that. More. More love. More truth. More intensity. It's what you've always wanted, but maybe are afraid to admit even to yourself. You've already felt the signs, that restlessness that appears out of nowhere, that coincidence that makes you think twice, that feeling that something big is about to happen. This is not your head deceiving you, it's the universe preparing you. It's telling you the time has come. Stop pretending you don't see it. I know it's scary. Changes always are. But what scares you now is exactly what will set you free. You've been through so much, carried so much weight alone. It's not time to give up now. It's time to open your eyes, to see the possibilities in front of you, and to stop doubting yourself. Listen to what I am saying. A miracle is about to happen. Not because you don't deserve it, but because you deserve more than anything you have ever had before. And do you know why? Because you are not here by coincidence. This message is for you. It is the sign you have been waiting for, even if you didn't realize it until now. If you are still here, it means something. It means that deep down, you know that it's time to do things differently. Listen carefully to what I'm going to say, because this is not about beautiful words or empty promises. This is about you, about your life, about the love you want and deserve to live. Maybe you have believed for a long time that this miracle I am talking about was not for you, that it was for others, for those who seemed lucky, for those born in another reality, in another context. But that is the biggest lie you have ever told yourself. And I will tell you why. Because the love you deserve is not a matter of luck. It's a matter of recognizing what is inside you. And now, while you listen to this, you feel that this truth is reaching you. Enough with hiding behind excuses. Enough with accepting less than what you know you can have. You don't need to carry the weight of wrong choices from the past. You don't need to cling to the hurt or fears that made you believe that maybe you were hard to love. Listen clearly. You are not hard to love. You never were. But for the right love to reach you, you need to make space. You need to let go of what should never have stayed. Be honest now with yourself. How many times have you ignored what you felt because you thought it wasn't enough? How many times have you put your needs aside, thinking that this was what love demanded of you? It doesn't work that way. It won't be like that from now on. True love doesn't ask you to diminish yourself. It invites you to grow, to be more yourself, to be whole, not pieces that someone chooses when they want. But for this miracle to happen, you need to prepare yourself. This doesn't mean changing who you are or trying to be something you're not. On the contrary, it means it's time to be exactly who you are, to stop apologizing for feeling, for wanting more, for believing that something greater is waiting for you. Because there is, and it's closer than you think. You need to believe this, but not just vaguely, as if it were a pretty idea. I'm talking about a belief that makes you act, that makes you look at yourself with new eyes and say, I will no longer accept less than I deserve. This decision, this firmness, is what will open the doors for what is coming. Because the universe only responds when you are aligned with what you truly want. It's no use saying you want love but staying stuck in the fear of not being enough. It's no use waiting for something new while insisting on carrying the same old stories. You're hearing this because you are already ready. Ready to stop pretending you don't feel, don't desire, don't believe. Ready to allow yourself to live what until now seemed out of your reach. This is the turning point. And I need you to understand this. What is coming is not small. It's not casual. It's transformative, and you need to be prepared to receive it. I know that you have already gone through things that made you lose faith. Maybe it was a broken heart. Maybe it was the loneliness that sometimes seems safer than risking it again. Maybe it was the exhaustion of trying and feeling that nothing was changing. But let me tell you something important. What is coming is not about what has already happened. It's about what is starting now. It doesn't matter how many times you thought it was not possible. What matters is that this time it is. But here's the secret: you need to open yourself to it. You can't hold on to the past with one hand and expect the future to come in through the other. You need to let go of what no longer serves you. You need to let go of the stories you told yourself to justify the pain. Because that pain has already served its purpose. It taught you, it strengthened you, but it no longer needs to define you. It no longer needs to be the place where you live. You are about to enter a new phase. And I'm not saying this as something abstract, I'm saying it because it is real. The signs are there. You have already started to notice them, even if subtly. An unexpected connection, a thought that won't leave your mind, an opportunity that came out of nowhere. This is the universe moving in your favor, but it can only go so far. The rest depends on you. It depends on you choosing to look forward and not back, choosing to believe that you deserve the kind of love that makes you feel alive and not trapped, choosing to say yes to what is coming, even if it seems uncertain or frightening at first. Because the truth is this: the miracle you are waiting for is not outside of you. It begins within, when you decide that you are ready. And I know you are. I know because you are here listening to this. I know because something inside you has already understood what needs to be done. Maybe you don't know how it will happen, and that's okay. You don't need to know everything right now. What you need is to trust. Trust that what is coming is bigger than any obstacle you have ever faced. Trust that this time things will be different, because they will be. But listen to this: the universe only works with clarity. If you are confused, it gives you more confusion. If you are stuck in fear, it shows you more reasons to be afraid. So decide. Decide that from now on you are open to the love you deserve. Decide that you will no longer settle for less. Decide that when this miracle comes, and it will come, you will be ready to receive it with open arms. This moment is yours. This change is happening now. Don't put it off. Don't hold on to what has already been. All you need to do is believe and act. The rest, the universe will take care of. It's time to be completely honest with yourself. This decision you need to make cannot be delayed another minute. Enough of waiting for the perfect moment. Enough of waiting for something or someone to come and save you. You already have what you need, and now is the time to act. Think about it. How many times have you felt stuck in the same cycle? That the story always repeated itself? How many times have you believed that things could be different, but deep down were afraid they wouldn't be? The problem is not you. It never was. But the choices you made until now, or failed to make, have created this reality. And the good news is that this can change. In fact, it is changing, here, now. Life is not going to wait for you to be 100% ready. It will simply place opportunities in front of you that can change everything. And that is what is happening. It is no coincidence that you are hearing this at this very moment. The words reaching you now are not here by chance. They are here to shake you, to make you look inward and see what you have been avoiding. You are preparing yourself, even without realizing it, for a love that is greater than anything you have experienced before. And this love, it starts within you. I know it might seem cliché to say this, but it is the simplest and most powerful truth you can hear. No one can give you what you are not willing to give yourself. And the love that is coming will not fill the voids you insist on carrying. It will challenge you to grow, to be bigger, to be more truthful with yourself. And only then will you be ready to receive everything it has to offer. Let me be clear. This is not about someone coming and completing you. This is about someone coming and walking by your side as an equal. It is about partnership, about connection, about a type of love that does not make you question if it is enough, because it simply is. It is natural, fluid, intense, and when it arrives, you will know. But for this to happen, You need to open your eyes to what is around you. Look closely. The answers you seek are not hidden. They are in the simple things you have been ignoring. They are in the signs that appear every day, but which you think are coincidences. They are in the people who cross your path, in the opportunities that arise when you least expect them. The universe is trying to show you what you need to do, but it cannot make decisions for you. And don't expect the miracle to be perfect. It won't come packaged the way you imagine. It may arrive unexpectedly, with challenges and moments that will test your patience. But that's how it works. The most important things in life don't come easy, but they are worth every effort. And this love that is coming, it will be worth everything. Now, I want you to do something. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, am I ready to leave the past behind? Am I ready to stop clinging to fear? Am I ready to say yes to the love that is waiting for me? Be honest with your answer, and if it's yes, then start now, because you don't need to wait any longer. There are no more excuses. There are no more barriers, except the ones you create for yourself. If this is stirring something in you, it's because it makes sense. It's because deep down you know this is real. It doesn't matter what happened before. It doesn't matter how many times you felt lost or broken. What matters is what you choose to do now, and now is your chance to change everything. So, hear this as a calling, a reminder that you are not alone, that the universe is on your side, that the love you deserve is closer than ever. But you need to take the first step. Don't wait for it to come to you. Go to it. Show that you are ready. Show that you are willing. Because when you do that, everything changes. And now, the question you need to answer is not for me, but for yourself. Are you ready to receive the miracle that is coming? The time has come to decide. Not tomorrow, not later, but now. You need to do something different, because continuing to wait for things to change on their own is not an option. It's no longer time to live trapped in what was, in what hurt, in what made you disbelieve. You are facing a unique moment, a turning point in your love life, and it all starts with a choice to say yes to what is coming. The love you desire, the one that transforms, is not far from you. It is there waiting for you to open the door. But for that, a movement is necessary. It takes courage to look at yourself honestly and admit that you are ready for something greater. Admit that you are tired of accepting less than you deserve. That is the first step, and it needs to be taken now. You feel it, don't you? That energy pulsing deep inside, that sense that something is different. Do not ignore it. It is the universe calling you, pushing you to leave the place where you have been stuck for so long. It is not easy. It never is. But you are capable. You are stronger than the fears that have held you back until now. And now what matters is what comes next. What matters is what you're going to do with all that you're feeling. I know you might be thinking, but what if it goes wrong again? What if I get hurt once more? And the answer is simple. What if it goes right? What if this time it is different? You will never know if you do not allow yourself to try, and it is not about throwing yourself into it without thinking. It is about opening up to what is real, to what has true potential. It is about letting the walls come down, slowly, at your own pace, but with the certainty that you deserve more. Remember, you are not alone in this process. All of us, at some point, face the same dilemmas, the same uncertainties. The difference lies in how we decide to react. And now, your reaction can change everything. It can transform your love life from a field of doubts and frustrations into a place of connection and purpose. This is not an exaggeration. It is possible, and it starts with you. So, here is what I want you to do now. Stop for a moment and think about what you really want. Not what they told you should want, but what your heart asks for. Do you feel it? That clarity that begins to emerge when you allow yourself to listen. Grab onto that. Use it as your guide. And above all, do not waste time. If this message has reached you, it's because it needed to reach you. Because you needed to hear this today, now. And that's why I'm asking you not to let this opportunity pass. Don't ignore the signs. Don't go back to the same cycle that left you so tired. Choose differently this time. And do you know where this choice begins? By connecting. Connecting with this energy, with this message, and with the people who are here, like you, looking for something greater. So I want you to do two things right now. First, click the subscribe button. This is not just about following a channel. It's about being part of something bigger. It's about placing yourself in a space where you can continue hearing messages that empower you, challenge you, and push you to grow. Subscribing is a commitment you make to yourself, the commitment not to give up on what you deserve. Then leave your comment. I want to know what you felt when you heard this. I want to know if this touched you, if it made you think differently. Because what we are creating here is not just about words thrown to the wind. It's about connection. It's about exchanging experiences, sharing feelings, growing together. Write in the comments how you feel, what you're going through, or simply say, I am ready. Because when you put it out there, you start to materialize the change. And lastly, if this message made sense to you, if it gave you what you needed today, leave your like. It may seem simple, but it's not. It's a way for you to tell the universe that you are ready to receive. It's a way for you to tell yourself that you believe, that you trust, and that you are willing to take the next step. Now it's up to you. What are you going to do with everything you heard? Are you going to leave it for later, or will you decide that today is the day things start to change? Sign up, comment, leave a like, and above all, be ready, because the love you deserve is coming and it won't wait forever. The decision is yours and it starts now.